guys, so I've got a little book haul for you, and I would say it's relatively little compared to some of my previous hauls. So this video shouldn't be too long at all, but then again, who knows? I won't add any extra time onto the beginning though, and instead I will get on with showing you the books. So let's get it out of the way to begin with, shall we? And that is Harry Potter and the Cursed Child by J.K. Rowling and John Tiffany and Jack Thorne. This is, as we all know, the latest installment in the Harry Potter series, whether you consider it canon or not. The book itself is the script of the play, which is currently being performed in London, and it is set in the future when Harry, Hermione and Ron are now adults and their own children are now at Hogwarts. It mainly centres around Albus Severus Potter, Harry and Ginny's son, but I'm sure you don't need me to tell you what this is. I ordered the book, I pre-ordered it so that it would arrive at my house on the day. I also was overwhelmed by curiosity and ended up buying it on my Kindle at midnight on the day it was released. At midnight to whatever, like 1 or 2 in the morning, I decided to read it, read 20% of it, then needed to sleep. The next day I woke up to Harry Potter fever across the internet. Good, bad and everything in between, and honestly it is too much hype even for a Harry Potter book, and I just could not be bothered. I had enjoyed the return to Hogwarts and the Harry Potter characters in the first 20%. There were some smiles and some moments of laughter. I wasn't super impressed though. It is not like the originals, it's a play, what else can you expect? But personally, the quality of the story and characterisation didn't really live up to my expectations, and I am certain it would make an amazing play. But honestly, that makes me resent the book a little bit more because I do not have a spare £120 to go and see the play. So the book is all I have, and therefore I will judge it on the basis of the book, and so far I am sitting soundly at 3 stars. But like I said, I've only read 20%, so really my opinion is irrelevant at this point. I will not be reading it though in the next few weeks. I need time for the hype to die down. I probably will get to it in like September, October. So sorry if you're waiting on my review because I know a few people have asked about it. But from one famous author to another, the next book I am excited for is The Witch's Vacuum Cleaner by Terry Pratchett. And these are short stories Terry Pratchett actually wrote long before any of his novels were published. And they have been published posthumously. Terry Pratchett is now passed away. But these I believe he wrote in maybe his late teens, early 20s, and they've been collected together. They're children's stories with the same fantastical themes as his Discworld stories. I don't know if it's the same characters, although this does look a little bit like it could be one of them, or it may be some sort of precursor characters to the characters that became members of his Discworld. Whatever the case, I'm really pleased to have another little piece of Terry Pratchett in the world, and I'm really excited to read these ones. I think they're going to be a lot of fun. But the only novel I actually have to show you in this haul is The Summer That Melted Everything by Tiffany McDaniel, and this was sent to me by the publisher Scribe. And I was really intrigued to read this one after seeing Simon mention it over on his channel, Savage Reads. That man has not been on YouTube long, but he has already compelled me to add so many books to my TBR list, and this is one of them. It is about a woman in the 1980s who meets the devil. The woman is a lawyer and it's set during an intense heat wave, and that's about all I know about it, but that's really all I need to know to be intrigued enough to pick it up. It sounds pretty cool and the cover is pretty beautiful. Look at the shine! Shiny gold foiling, what more could you want? But the next 8 books were all given to me by the lovely people over at Faber for my perusal, and those are 8 collections of poetry by the authors that they publish. I love trying new poets, and I love just dipping my toes into completely unknown poets to me. So I asked Faber if they would send me some of their poets to try, and they were kind enough to send me a whole bundle, which I'm incredibly excited to give a shot. Completely blind, honestly. I really like that. So what we do have is Look We Have Coming to Dover by Daljit Nagra, The World's Two Smallest Humans by Julia Copas, Dear Boy by Emily Berry, 81 Austerities by Sam Riviere, Death of a Naturalist by Seamus Heaney, who I am familiar with. I have read some Seamus. High Windows by Philip Larkin, who I recognise the name of, but I'm not sure if I've actually ever read anything by. The Casual Perfect by Lavinia Greenlaw. Oh, and I didn't actually realise two of these are by Sam Riviere. The other one is Kim Kardashian's Marriage. But essentially, I just have this lovely bunch of poetry to dip my toes into and share my thoughts with you all. If you've read any of these, let me know if you have any suggestions of which ones I should read first. But I really wanted to try some new poets so I could tell you what I think of them and maybe discover some new favourites, and I will certainly be sharing my thoughts with you in a future video. But those are actually all of the books I have here to show to you, so I hope you enjoyed this haul, and until next time guys, happy reading, I'll see you all again soon, bye! With those sets I then pick out a random selection of books that I may not have talked about otherwise, and it just makes for an interesting collection, and talk to you about them all.